personally appeared. And the Lord is so pleased with Brahmaji that he is saying that you please ask for any benediction. I have come here to fulfill your desires. So this is very, very outstanding. And so much is the Lord pleased with Brahmaji's service attitude. So we'll go forward. So this is the Supreme Lord has appeared and he's speaking. The highest perfectional ingenuity is the personal perception of my abode. And this has been possible because of your submissive attitude in performance of severe penance according to my order. What is the principle? Can anyone pick up the principle here, which has pleased the Lord so much? Here it is. He is saying, the highest perfectional ingenuity is the personal perception of my abode. And this has been possible because of your submissive attitude in the performance of severe penances according to my order. What is the principle? Prabhupada talks about the principle of success principle. For any aspirant or for any disciple, what is the success principle? Yes, Dayāśīl.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Ramya. Mali.
The thing that pleases the Supreme Lord most is taking back his part and parcel to his Supreme Abode, and Brahmaji is doing that service, so he is very much pleased.
Yeah, what is the principle? Where is the principle established? What is the principle? You must catch it. What is the basic principle? Your hand is up again. Who, Dayāśīl, you want to answer?
Prabhuji, submissive attitude.
So what is the principle? कहाँ दिया ये सिद्धांत कहाँ दिया है भगवान ने? कहीं दिया है या नहीं दिया है? ब्रह्मा जी ने अपने आप ही कर लिया कुछ. बोलिए पुरुषोत्तम.
When Sāci-Sutā Chetan Mahaprabhu Tadadapi Samicana Tarorapi Saisana.
No. It is so simple and it is so basic. What is the principle? Prabhupada says this is the secret of success in any spiritual life. बेसिक नहीं क्लियर है. प्रदीप, what is the spiritual principle here which Brahmaji is fully followed and the Lord is so pleased? You people are all blank. Don't know. Priyanka?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
हरे कृष्णा बोलिए.
ये मनमना भव मत भक्तो मत
ये मन मना भाव मत भक्तो है. ये जो ब्रह्मा जी कर रही है मन मना भाव मत भक्तो है. क्या बोल रहे हैं भगवान? In reference to what we are discussing, please give relevant reference. It is tad vidhi paripatena. Don't you know this principle? The first thing is to be submissive. Tad vidhi paripatena. Then we will see pariprashnena. Brahmaji will show, he will ask relevant questions. And why he is asking these relevant questions? For the purpose of sevaya. Then the Lord is upadeshanti te jnanam jnaninam tattvadarshina. Prabhupada says, satisfaction of the self-realized spiritual master is the secret of advancement in the spiritual life. And this satisfaction we see in the heart of the Supreme Lord is overwhelming. And he is asking Brahma that you please ask any benediction, because I am the best of the benediction bestowers. इसको गर्म पानी से धो के आधा ही लाना और सुन you people are not picking up the principle. The purpose is to make the principle very clear in our heart. When we are studying Bhagavatam, so these principles should be reinforced in our heart. Naturally, we should have the inclination to follow these principles. So this is what Brahmaji has. We will see, it will come more further, it will come. So this has been possible because of your submissive attitude. Paripatena. What is paripatena? Is to take shelter by submissive. Prabhupada here also says, these are the secrets of attaining the highest perfectional stage. And Brahma exactly followed this principle without any superiority complex. And thus he attained the highest perfectional stage of experiencing the abode of the Lord and the Lord himself with all his paraphernalia. Next verse. Pratyadishtam maya tatra tvai karma vimohite tapo me hridayam sakshat atmaham tapaso anagha. Further the Lord is glorifying. What he is saying? Pratyadishtam maya tatraha. O sinless Brahma. The word used for Brahma is tapaso and anaga. And the Lord is saying is, I am atmaham tapaso anaga. Anaga is referring to Brahmaji, who is sinless one. And what you know, you may know from me that it was I who first ordered you to undergo penance when you were perplexed in your duty. Tvai karma vimohita. Karma vimohita means one who is bewildered in his performance of duty. And the Lord further says that I ordered you to perform this penance because you were bewildered to what to do. When Brahmaji appeared, what he saw? What Brahmaji saw when he appeared? Why he was bewildered? What was the situation when Brahmaji appeared? And why he was bewildered? अरे वो किताब के अंदर नहीं लिखा है, समझ गए? किताब के अंदर मत घुसो. किताब के अंदर जब घुसना होता है तो किताब से डिटैच रहते हो. पूरे दिन 24 घंटे कंप्लीटली डिटैच, कोई उसे कनेक्शन नहीं है. अभी उसके अंदर घुसने का प्रयास करो, कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. सामने होगा तो भी नहीं दिखेगा. बोलो. What was the position of Brahmaji when he appeared? You're completely blank. You don't know what was the situation when Brahmaji appeared. So many years you are going to Mayapur Dham, and we are going to Godrum, and the same story is being told again and again. क्या करूं? बंद कर दूं क्या आज की क्लास, जब तुम लोग सोच के बैठे हो मौन व्रत लेके? You have to share with me first. What was the position when Brahmaji appeared? If you don't know, then I will not discuss. I will read it and move forward. Such penance is my heart and soul, and therefore penance and I are not different. The penance by which one can see the personality of Godhead face to face is to be understood as devotional service to the Lord and nothing else. Because only by discharging devotional service in transcendental love can one approach the Lord. Such penance is the internal potency of the Lord and is not different from Him. Such acts of internal potency are exhibited by non-attachment for material enjoyment. The living entities are engaged in the conditions of material bondage because of their propensity for overlordship. But by engagement in the devotional service of the Lord, one becomes detached from this enjoying spirit. The devotees automatically become detached from worldly enjoyment, and this detachment is the result of perfect knowledge. Prabhupada gives such a precise, concise analysis. Devotees automatically become detached from worldly enjoyment, and this detachment is the result of perfect knowledge. Therefore, the penance of devotional service includes knowledge and detachment. What is the verse? You should all know this verse. You all memorize this verse. The penance of devotional service includes knowledge and detachment, and that is the manifestation of the transcendental potency. What is the verse? Very beautiful Srimad Bhagavatam verse. Very popular. बताइए.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्णा.
नष्ट प्राय भद्रेषु नित्यम भागवत।
क्या कहाँ कहाँ उड़ रहे हो? हाँ, पृथ्वी लोक का डिस्कशन है तो पता लोक में घुस रहे हो. क्या बोल रहे हैं यहाँ और आप कहाँ बोल रेफरेंस दे रहे हो? किसकी बात कर रहे हैं यहाँ? डिटैचमेंट की बात कर रहे हैं और नॉलेज की बात कर रहे हैं और डिवोशनल सर्विस की बात कर रहे हैं. कौन सा वर्स है? तीनों के बारे में बताता है. हाउ द वन लीड्स टू द अदर टू. इतना क्लियर बता रहा हूं. वेरी फेमस वर्स, सबको याद कराया था. उसमें याद करने का कुछ है ही नहीं. बोलिए कौन सा वर्स है? मनोरम. 3 एस्पेक्ट्स पे, नॉलेज, डिटैचमेंट एंड डिवोशनल सर्विस.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, actually, although I referred the verse, but I think this is the verse, Prabhuji, Srimad Bhagavatam 3:30 to 23. It was Vasudevi Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita जनयाति अशुभैराग्यम ज्ञानम याद ब्रह्म दर्शनम.
Jnanam. Okay. This is another verse, but it's very similar to the verse. This is 3.
3:32-23.
Okay. And now find out this verse. Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita जनयाति आसु वैराग्यम ज्ञानम च यद हेतुकम. ये श्लोक समझाया नहीं था, ये दूसरे 1.2 में है. See, these verses are, no, you show me 1.2. This is the other verse. जनयाति आसु वैराग्यम ज्ञानम च यद हेतुकम. This is in the first canto, second chapter. So most important thing is that he performed penance to satisfy the Lord. That is devotional service. And how he performed that penance? With detachment. And how the detachment was there? Because he was situated in knowledge. So if one is actually performing pure devotional service, so these two are the byproducts. What are the byproducts? Knowledge and detachment, which otherwise is not possible. Neither one can come to the platform of knowledge without detachment. So devotional service brings both. This is what the Lord is speaking here, you see. You found out the verse. You didn't find out the verse. Very famous verse, Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Janayati Asu Vairagyam. This is 1.2.7. Prabhu. Yes. Janayati. Yeah, by rendering devotional service unto the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, one immediately acquires causeless knowledge and detachment from the world. Come down, see the purport. एक मिनट बंद करना, स्टॉप दिस स्क्रीन. ये श्लोक आप लोग को याद नहीं कराया था क्या? वासुदेव भगवती सबके सारे भूल गए. सारे श्लोक याद करो, रिवाइज करो. कि कॉपी तो बनाई ही नहीं है, इसलिए पता ही नहीं कौन सा था. सब एलिमिनेट हो गया, सारा का सारा डिलीट हो गया डेटा. हमारी मेमोरी से सब डिलीट हो गया. हाँ, इतना सिंपल वर्स, इतना इंपॉर्टेंट वर्स, इतना प्रोमिनेंट वर्स शुरू में 1 to 7 है. बस एक ही वर्ष आता है, नष्प्रायेषु भद्रेषु, और कुछ आता ही नहीं है. सब जगह वहीं फिट करने का प्रयास करते हैं, वो होगा नहीं. The one that you showed was 3.
3:32-23.
Yeah, almost the same verse. Exactly, just last 1/4 portion is changed. 3/4 is the same. Okay, so I'm moving forward. 23rd verse we are discussing now. The penance by which one can see the personality of Godhead face to face is to be understood as devotional service to the Lord and nothing else, because only by discharging devotional service in transcendental love can one approach the Lord. Such penance is the internal potency of the Lord and is non-different from Him. Such acts of internal potency are exhibited by non-attachment for material enjoyment. It's very important. Non-attachment for material enjoyment. The living entities are engaged in the conditions of material bondage because of their propensity for overlordship. But by engagement in devotional service of the Lord, one becomes detached from this enjoying spirit. The devotee automatically becomes detached from the worldly enjoyment. And this detachment is the result of perfect knowledge. Therefore, the penance of devotional service includes knowledge. Here Prabhupada is saying that this penance is actually the internal potency of the Lord. Therefore, the penance of devotional service includes knowledge and detachment, and that is the manifestation of the transcendental potency or the Antaranga Shakti. One cannot enjoy material illusionary prosperity if he desires to return home back to Godhead. One who has no information on the transcendental bliss in the association of the Lord foolishly desires to enjoy this temporary material happiness. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said if someone sincerely wants to see the Lord and at the same time wants to enjoy this material world, is considered to be a fool only. Anyone knows the verse? Very beautiful verse. Payar. What is this verse? Chaitanya Charitamrita. Very famous verse. Krishna says, Ami bhaje vishay mange. Vishay kaina debo. He is fool number one. He is performing devotional service, and what is he desiring? Sense gratification. Ami bhaje vishay mange. Visha kaina debo. But Krishna says, I cannot do that. If he is performing my devotional service, how can I bestow him the poison of sense gratification? Find out the verse. No. You should have found out in so much time. यस मानेंगे माता जी, आपको पता है ये वर्स? बोलिए. फेमस वर्स है चैतन्य चरितामृत का. आमी भजे विषय माने, विषय मांगे, विषय के बिना दिवो. Prabhupada is saying such a person is fool number one, who is trying to perform devotional service and he has aspiration for material pleasures. Chaitanya Charitamrita said if someone sincerely wants to see the Lord and at the same time wants to enjoy this material world, he is considered to be a fool only. One who wants to remain here in the material world for material enjoyment has no business entering into the eternal kingdom of God. The Lord favors such a foolish devotee by snatching all that he may possess in this material world. If such a foolish devotee of the Lord tries to recoup his position, then the merciful Lord again snatches away. इतनी देर में तुम्हें मिला नहीं मनोराम? Huh? You could not find that Chaitanya Charitamrita, Payar.
The internet is slow here, Prabhuji. It is taking time. Yeah, it is coming, Prabhuji. I am displaying.
Yes, Sonika, बोलिए.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, just now I connected with laptop. I can share Prabhuji.
Share, please share. You should all have discovered that verse. ये क्या मनोराम का काम है, उसको ढूंढने दो. हम क्या है, रिलैक्स.
Two point 38.
She is showing on the screen. Yes. कृष्ण कहे आमी भजे मांगे विषय सुख, अमृत छाड़े विष मांगे यही बड़ा मूर्ख. Then next, show the next verse. But what Krishna responds, how Krishna responds. Just do the next, just click the next. I am very intelligent. Why should I give this fool material prosperity? Instead, I shall induce him to take the nectar of the shelter of my lotus feet and make him forget illusionary material enjoyment. And how Krishna does that? Show the next verse. Next verse. Yeah. Okay. The ultimate, what Krishna does is Srimad Bhagavatam verse. Anyone remembers that verse? Okay, leave it. Stop the share. You can close the share. What Krishna does? See here what Prabhupada is mentioning. And Prabhupada has a realization of this. Prabhupada says, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that if someone sincerely wants to see the Lord and at the same time wants to enjoy this material world, he is considered to be a fool only. One who wants to remain here in the material world for material enjoyment has no business entering into the eternal kingdom of God. The Lord favors such a foolish devotee by snatching all that he may possess in the material world. If such a foolish devotee of the Lord tries to recoup his position, then the merciful Lord again snatches away all that he may have possessed. By such repeated failures in material prosperity, he becomes very unpopular with his family members and friends. In the material world, the family members and friends honor persons who are very successful in accumulating wealth by any means. The foolish devotee of the Lord is that put into a forcible penance by the grace of the Lord. Very beautiful. Which verse is this? This verse you all should be knowing. Well, Prabhupada has given the full, not just the translation, but also his commentary of this verse here. Actually, you should be able to see. If you actually, with depth, if you see Prabhupada's purport, how authoritative Prabhupada is and how bona fide Prabhupada is, he is explaining the verses. He is explaining the other verses of Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita here in his purports. What is this verse? इतना डिटेल में बता दिया तो सबका हाथ आ जाना चाहिए था अभी तक. Everyone must should be knowing this verse. बोलो प्रियंका.
यस्याहम् अनुग्रहामि हरिष्यते धनं
Yes. Yasyaham anugrahanami harishe tad dhanam sne. What is this verse number? कितनी बार देखा है?
88.
Yes. Yes, 1088.8. मनोराम चल रहा है आपका सिस्टम? नहीं चल रहा है? आप देखो प्रियंका, सोनिका. 1088.8. तो प्रभुपाद जी कितनी डिटेल में लिखे हैं इसका ट्रांसलेशन. If such a foolish devotee of the Lord tries to recoup his position, then the merciful Lord again snatches away all that he may have possessed. By such repeated failures in material prosperity, he becomes very unpopular with his family members and friends. In the material world, the family members and friends honor persons who are very successful in accumulating wealth by any means. The foolish devotee of the Lord is thus put into forcible penance by the grace of the Lord, and at the end the devotee becomes perfectly happy, being engaged in the service of the Lord. Therefore, penance and devotional service of the Lord, either by voluntary submission or by being forced by the Lord. सुन रहे हो ना? हाँ, नहीं करोगे तो कराया जाएगा. बच के भाग नहीं सकते. इधर लिख रहे हैं. हाँ, either by voluntarily submission or being forced by the Lord is necessary for attaining perfection. And thus such penance is the internal potency of the Lord. हाँ, भेज ही नहीं रहे मंगला आरती का चार्ट. हाँ, बंद कर दो, अभी थोड़ा डिस्कस करते हैं. डिस्कस बंद कर दो. इसका क्या मतलब है भैया? ये क्या बोल रहे हैं भगवान? दिस पेनेंस इज माई हार्ट एंड वी डोंट वांट टू परफॉर्म पेनेंस. अभी ब्रह्म मुहूर्त में उठ ही नहीं रहे हैं. मैक्सिमम जितने लोग सुन रहे हैं उसमें मैक्सिमम लोग ब्रह्म मुहूर्त में सो रहे हैं. तपस्या नहीं करना चाहते. क्यों? क्योंकि भोगना चाहते हैं. तो कराया जाएगा. कितना बचोगे, भागोगे? बच नहीं सकते, भाग भी नहीं सकते. या तो फिर प्रोसेस से आउट हो जाओगे. अगर प्रोसेस में रहना है तो वॉलंटरली करना होगा। सुन रहे हो दयाशील?
प्रभु जी।
कह सकते हो कि साधक हो? कैन यू क्लेम योर सेल्फ टू बी साधक? देन what remains? Again and again falling in the same situation. कुछ लोगों का आ रहा है 6:30 बजे उठ रहे हैं, चलो शुक्र है वो लिख तो रहे हैं, बाकी तो लिखते ही नहीं। जो लिख नहीं रहे वो तो 7 बजे भी नहीं उठ रहे, वो परफेक्ट है, वो सो रहे हैं। जन्म इसीलिए हुआ है, 4 चीजों के लिए। उसमें से सबसे प्रिय क्या है? सर्दी में सोना, खाना और सोना। अभी बता रहे हैं why the Lord is so mighty pleased, because of penance। कितना पूरा फोकस इस पे है। One cannot, however, be engaged in the penance of devotional service without being completely free from all sins। ये पोल खोल रहे हैं प्रभुपाद। One cannot, however, be engaged in the penance of devotional service without being completely free from all sins। As stated in Bhagavad Gita, only a person who is completely free from all reactions of sin can engage himself in the worship of the Lord। कौन सा श्लोक है? हाँ, सोने का कौन सा वर्ष है? द्रुपद कोट करे ना भगवत गीता से, 7th चैप्टर का वर्ष है। प्रदीप, व्हाट इज द वर्स? पीपल हैव नॉट स्टडीड एट ऑल। कुछ और ही भरा हुआ है ना, पूरा जितना माइंड स्पेस है, हार्ट स्पेस है, वो तो कुछ और ही सब्जेक्ट मैटर से भरा हुआ है। बोलो प्रियंका, व्हाट इज द वर्स?
बहूनां जन्मनां मध्ये
No,
ज्ञानवान्
no,
मां
no, no,
प्रपद्यन्ते।
no, 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 no. It is not so। ध्यान से सुनो, पढ़ो क्या लिखा है, जो अभी हमने पढ़ा, पढ़िए, रिपीट करिए। कहाँ लिखा है? उसका ट्रांसलेशन आपको आता नहीं है? बहु नाम जन्म नाम अंत्य का ट्रांसलेशन क्या है? इसका ट्रांसलेशन ये है जो प्रभुपाद जी ये परपोर्ट में लिख रहे हैं। मिस कोट नहीं कर सकते आप, ना मिस रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते। प्रदीप, तुमको नहीं पता है? हाँ, शेम ऑन यू।
हरे कृष्ण। तो येषम तु अंतगतम पापम
इतना
जननम
टाइम
पुण्य
लगता है? हाँ, आफ्टर सच अ लॉन्ग टाइम यू आर स्पीकिंग। बोलो।
येषम तु अंतगतम पापम जननम पुण्य कर्मणाम ते द्वंद्वमोहाय रुक्ता भजन्ते मां दृढ़ावता।
ये शाम तु अंत गतम पापम, whose sinful reaction has been completely eliminated or eradicated। Antagatam papa। And then jananam punya karmana, and their pious activities have been accumulated in heaps। Then they are freed from what? Dvanda, dvanda, duality, confusion। These people bhajante mam dridhavrata। Then they can perform penance, otherwise not possible। अभी नहीं पता ये श्लोक? क्यों मानिनी, आपने ये श्लोक नहीं सुना? बोलिए, अरे ये श्लोक सुना या नहीं सुना? हाँ या ना में बताइए। आवाज नहीं आ रहा आपका, आवाज ही नहीं आ रहा। लेकिन इसको गंभीरता से नहीं लिया है। देखो ना, ये वर्ड कहाँ से आया, ध्यान से पढ़िए। अनघा वर्ड आया ना यहाँ पे। भगवान भगवान बोल रहे हैं ये श्लोक, ब्रह्मा जी नहीं बोल रहे हैं। भगवान क्या बोल रहे हैं ब्रह्मा जी को? हाँ, आत्माहम तपसो अनघा। क्या आत्मा हम? हाँ, तपो में हृदय साक्षात। 2 बार बोल रहे हैं that this austerity, such penance is my heart and soul। Hridayam is heart and Atmaham is my soul। So what is Krishna's heart and soul? Devotional penance। What is devotional penance? Okay, now let us discuss. What is devotional penance? What is penance in devotional service? Which is the heart and soul of Krishna. We बता रहे हैं ना बहुत, this is very deep verse, and the Supreme Lord is himself revealing what is his heart and soul here. And in the next few verses, he will reveal the Chaturshloki Bhagavatam. And to whom he will reveal? As he revealed to Arjuna, he will reveal to Brahmadi. Yatteham priyamanaya vakshayami hitkamaya. बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है. अभी भगवत गीता में भी हम 10वें चैप्टर में है, जिसमें भगवान चतुर्श्लोकी बोलेंगे, और भागवतम में भी उसी चैप्टर में है जिसमें भगवान चतुर्श्लोकी बोलेंगे. लेकिन थोड़ा डिवोशनल चतुर होना पड़ेगा, तभी सुन पाएंगे या उसको ग्रहण कर पाएंगे. तो बताइए, यहां बता रहे हैं ना, पेनेंस इन डिवोशनल सर्विस. तो व्हाट इज पेनेंस इन डिवोशनल सर्विस? बहुत ही विशेष पर्पट है. One cannot, however, be engaged in penance of devotional service without being completely free from all sins. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, only a person who is completely free from all the reactions of sin can engage himself in the worship of the Lord. Brahmaji was sinless, and therefore he faithfully discharged the advice of the Lord, tapaha tapaha. And the Lord, being satisfied with him, awarded him the desired result. Therefore, only love and penance combined. अभी ये डायनामिक हो गया. अभी तक तो एक ही एस्पेक्ट बोलते थे, ओनली लव. बट यहाँ बोल रहे हैं, therefore only love and penance combined can please the Lord, and thus one is able to attain his complete mercy. He directs the sinless, and the sinless devotee attains the highest perfection of life. So what is being engaged in penance of devotional service? क्या बात है? कुछ आज आप लोग कुछ पार्टिसिपेट नहीं करना चाहते, कुछ सीखना नहीं चाहते कि ब्रह्मा जी से क्या सीखे हम? देखिए ब्रह्मा जी ने किस किस एक्सटेंट तक भगवान को प्लीज किया, कि भगवान कह रहे हैं, व्हाट यू हैव डन इज माय हार्ट एंड सोल. आई एम सो प्लीज्ड. व्हाट इज पेनेंस इन डिवोशनल सर्विस? आवाज आ रहा है, नहीं आ रहा है? आ तो रहा है, लेकिन आपकी तरफ से नहीं आ रहा है. बोलिए दयाशील प्रभु.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So Brahmaji Prabhuji heard about this tapa. So he there was nobody Prabhuji. So he realized that this is the wording from the Lord only, and because of and he faithfully followed that. Yes, Prabhuji.
So I am asking a general principle of penance in devotional service. Non-different. Never Prabhupada is saying that is the most pleasing thing to the Supreme Lord in devotional service. And what is that? One's penance. And here Prabhupada is giving another flavor. He's saying that love combined with penance. Actually, there is no love without penance. It is only, a show. बोलो, इतने दिनों से आप लोग प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो, इतना सुन रहे हो, इतना डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, बोल भी रहे हो, प्रेजेंट कर रहे हो, ये कैसे है कि आप क्या पहली बार सुन रहे हो क्या? यस मनोराम ब्रो?
Giving up on own mental conception.
Oh, this is very difficult. This is the most difficult thing. This is the most difficult thing. अल्टीमेटली वो देते नहीं ना, करते तो वही है जो हमारी इच्छा होती है। बट ब्रह्मा जी ने ऐसे नहीं किया। What he did, what Dayāśīl said, he faithfully followed. Faithful following means no preconceptions, no refutation, and no argumentation. That is the most pleasing thing to the Lord. And this is what Brahma ji has done. I'll take one more verse at least. पढ़िए इस वर्ष को, बार बार पढ़िए, देखिए कितना डेप्थ है। भगवान बोल रहे हैं, भगवान इज क्लियरली सेइंग हियर, तपो में हृदयम साक्षात आत्मा अहम तपसो। बोथ हृदय ऑल्सो एंड आत्मा अहम, दो दो बार बोल रहे हैं, तपो में हृदयम साक्षात आत्मा अहम तपसो। Such penance is my heart and soul, and therefore penance and I are not different. सजामि तपसा ये विदम ग्रसमि तपसा पुनः बिभ्रमि तपसा विश्वम वीर्यम में दुश्चरम तपः। वाह, उसको और लेवल पे ले गए भगवान, अभी छोड़े नहीं है। सजामि तपसा एव इदम। So it is by the power of this penance that I create this cosmos. I create this cosmos by such penance. And grasami means to maintain. Or withdraw, here it is saying, withdraw. I maintain it by the same energy, that is Bibrami, and I withdraw it all by the same energy. Which energy? Tapasa. Therefore, the potent power is penance only. In executing penance, one must be determined to return home back to Godhead and must decide to undergo all types of tribulations for the end. Even for material prosperity, name and fame, one has to undergo severe type of penance. Otherwise, no one can become an important figure in this material world. Why then would there not be severe type of penance for the perfection of devotional service? An easygoing life and attainment of perfection in transcendental realization cannot go together. Prabhupada सारी पोल खोल रहे हैं. The Lord is more clever than the living entity. Therefore, he wants to see how painstakingly the devotee is in devotional service. The Lord wants to see. The order is received from the Lord either directly or through the bona fide spiritual master. And to execute that order, however painstaking, is a severe type of penance. One who follows this principle rigidly is sure to achieve success in attaining the Lord's mercy. This who is speaking? Who is giving this verdict? It is the Lord himself. He is himself speaking. So we will hear next time. The Lord has revealed his heart. And now from next, Brahma will speak. Why did Brahma perform this penance? which please the Lord so much. It is the heart and soul of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Next time it will be Sri Brahma Uvacha. Brahmaji will speak. What Brahmaji will speak, that we will discuss tomorrow. Krishna will. Hare Krishna. कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछते हैं आप लोग, कोई डिस्कशन नहीं हो रहा है इन सब चैप्टरों में, कुछ भी रजिस्टर होगा नहीं हार्ट में। ये भी नहीं ध्यान रहेगा कि इसमें था क्या। किसी का कोई प्रश्न ही नहीं है। श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौर।